Welcome to Ryse Pro Wrestling. My name is Jim Amata, being joined by Ryse's favorite Lewis. Lewis, thank you for being here with me.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm happy to be here. It's very fun to watch this from the other side. I have chills right now, actually. It's going to be fun.
Jace Mera in the biggest matchup of his young career, the finals of the Ryse Grand Championship #1 contender tournament.
And introducing his opponent from Dunbar, Pennsylvania, he is the MasterKlass Brandon K.
The boss is in the building. Brandon K, just like Jace Mera, one step away from a shot at the Ryse Grand Championship. But these are certainly two athletes on diametrically opposed ends of their careers. Brandon K is a bona fide Pittsburgh legend. Jace Mera looks to forge the next step in his legacy here tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a very exciting matchup, and I've been training with Brandon K a little bit these last 2 weeks, and he is excited for this, and he is ready to kick some butt.
Once again, my name is Jim Amata, being joined by Ryse's favorite, the one and only Lewis. Lewis, thanks for being here. The bell has sounded. Brandon K, Jace Mera, the finals of the Ryse Grand Championship #1 contender tournament. Both of these athletes have competed in 2 rounds prior to this. Similar test in those matchups. No injuries sustained. And it looks like the wily veteran is going to try to get in the head of the youngster, and it almost paid off right there. Lewis, you're a young veteran in this sport. You've been wrestling for about 10 years. What type of pressure goes into a matchup such as this, a championship shot on the line?
The thing also is the jitters that you get, with it being the first match also. And just like going out there, just getting all this energy out all at once, it's big.
Man,
there's a lot of
shoulders
pressure.
down one more time. And I believe we're seeing the temperament of Jace Mera tested. We know he is a nasty, hostile, aggressive individual. But if he gets over-aggressive for just 1 second, we know that Brandon K will make him pay. That is the pedigree that the MasterKlass brings to the table.
It sounds like he's acting like what the crowd is saying. Hopefully no one hears what they're saying over this microphone. But it sounds like he's trying to get some time, probably playing mind games right now.
Well, at this juncture, I really believe it's Jace Mera trying to buy some time, slow down the momentum, and most importantly, take the matchup out of Brandon K's hands.
Because you felt the momentum with Brandon K coming in, and so Jace is just trying to slow it down.
And I think Jace is trying to assert some dominance here, trying to make Brandon K wrestle the Jace Mera matchup, and that is disgusting. We'll leave the description as far as that's going to go.
Yeah, I would not touch that hand. He touched it. He touched that hand.
You know, it is flu season, Lewis. Shoulders down here. Now, Brandon's going to have to keep those shoulders off the canvas. Nice agility from Brandon. Hangs on. And there is the veteran presence once again. And Brandon just one step ahead. 30 years experience on display right here. Nice momentum off the ropes. But again, I'm going to give Jace Mera the credit. He was out-wrestled in that exchange. But what he did was head outside, head out of bounds, and create an impromptu timeout. He is not allowing Brandon K to build any momentum in this matchup.
And remember, Brandon K, he is the teacher, and Jace is the student. A little bit, he's trying to get past that teacher status, and you can see that, just him knowing when to do the arm drags and everything, you can see the experience kicking in.
Jace Mera is going to take his time. Referee Mark Charles putting down the count. Jace Mera knows he has 9.5 before he has to get back in that ring. And the entire time, he is grinding this matchup to a halt, allowing for a hard reset, so to speak. And that's what I'm talking about. Jace sends Brandon up and over. But one more time, Brandon remains about half a step ahead of this exchange. You know, we've seen Jace Mera really evolve over the course of the past year or so in Ryse Wrestling. That extensive rivalry with Tad Jarvis. Oh, look out! Brandon shoved to the floor. He fell about 8 feet right to the concrete. Referee Mark Charles out to check on Brandon. And Jace knew what Brandon was going for, had it scouted, and made the owner of this organization pay for it big time. The complexion of this matchup could change completely. Lewis, you can speak to this being an in-ring competitor. An injury mid-match changes your entire strategy.
It changes absolutely everything. If you're just, look at him working on that leg right there, and just, you take out the leg, you take out a lot of moves, his super kick, everything like that.
And not only is Brandon wounded, but there is now a target on that leg. I'm not sure if it was an ankle or a knee, but he is clearly in a very bad way here. Things have changed very, very quickly, and Jace Mera, like a shark, going to try to latch on to the limbs of Brandon K and follow up here.
Or he's more like a horror villain right now.
Yeah, look at the scowl on the face of Jace Mera. Really, the eyes are the window to the soul, and those eyes tell a very aggressive story, because this young man has completely put all the chips on himself. He has thrown away friendships to pursue excellence in professional wrestling. He wants to make a name for himself, and on this exchange, in this matchup, he's looking to make that name at the expense of a bona fide Pittsburgh legend in Brandon K. Not to mention, as you said, the teacher, the trainer of Jace Mera.
Yeah. And right now, it looks like Jace is trying to surpass that teacher role right now, but, I have hope in Brandon. I have hope in Brandon K.
And it's gut check time here. They're going to exchange fisticuffs. Up and over here. Shoulders down. Brandon is so smooth inside the ring ropes. But again, he came up favoring that leg, and that allowed Jace Mera to lower the boom, center ring, lateral press. Not enough body-on-body contact that time. Mark Charles finds just 2.
Well, being smooth doesn't help with a clothesline. That just knocks him right out of his boots.
And Lewis, did you notice how Jace immediately followed up? As soon as Brandon kicked out, Jace slapped on the side headlock here. Going to try to look to restrict the breathing and control the posture of Brandon K, who works his way back up to a vertical base. But man, Jace brings him back down to the canvas. Brandon's head bouncing like a basketball that time.
Just trying to get hair out of his fingers, it looks like. Just from pulling all that hair.
And it is not often you see Brandon K in serious trouble inside the ring ropes, but that's what we're seeing right here. And I believe that speaks to just how dangerous Jace Mera has developed into an athlete here. Drops the leg, allows gravity to do some of the work that time.
And he's not light either. He's a big boy. That muscle, that adds some weight on there.
Very meticulous, very methodical, very direct is Jace Mera. And he is very deliberate and very nasty in everything that he does inside those ring ropes. And like his attitude or not, you can't argue with the results, because Jace Mera finds himself just 1 win away from a shot at the Grand Championship.
Man, it's been a long tournament also. Like, both of these people have been going through a lot, but you have to think, like, Jace with, the young age, also having the better endurance.
Brandon trying to rally back here. I'm not sure how wise it is to try to climb the ropes on that compromised leg.
Well, that looked like that hurt.
Come on, Kane, get down from there. Bring it down.
The split.
And can the owner of this organization rally back? This is pure guts right here. Brandon trying to gut through the pain to secure a shot at the Grand Championship. Jace ducks his head. Beautiful Northern Lights. Referee Mark Charles finding just 2 that time.
Obviously, the leg feeling good.
Well, he's going to put it to the test here. Could be telegraphing himself. He has Jace up. Jace fights out of it. Spine buster.
There's that power.
Yeah, trademark of the Mara playbook. Finds 2.5.
A little frustrated there.
And this is where Mara has to stay laser focused. He's in there with Brandon K, Ryse, founder, Pittsburgh legend. But this could be the night that Jace uses Brandon's legacy as a stepping stone here. We're going to find out. Pick up here, drops him down.
Mommy, daddy buttons.
And Brandon immediately stringing the offense together, but not only does Jace counter, he spikes Brandon K. A virtual stalemate here. Mara hooks the leg, back press. And Brandon K just by inches got that left shoulder up.
Probably by instinct, if we're really thinking about it. Being dropped right on his head. Wait, what's going on back there? Hold on.
I couldn't see it at first, but Mara, he just took off that turnbuckle pad, that exposed buckle.
I thought he could get one by. Looks like no.
K driver spikes Mara. And if it wouldn't have been for that turnbuckle pad being dislodged, Brandon would have had this one won.
Just that 1 second it
Brandon
took.
would have already secured himself a shot at the Grand Championship. But this isn't about hypotheticals. This is about what's in that squared circle right now. And what's in that squared circle right now is the finals of this tournament still up for grabs. Brandon hit the buckle very, very hard.
That's a square buckle too. The corner could catch your shoulder.
Mara's got him up. Not sure how much he got of it. Brandon may have been able to recover there. Power bomb. He connected that time for sure. A wrenching impact as Brandon hit the canvas. And Lewis, what do you think? Is this a wise maneuver for Jace to go to the turnbuckle in this juncture? He's going to head up top.
If he's feeling gutsy, you know, if you're feeling the momentum, you might as well keep the momentum going, but it
No
backfired.
water in the pool. Shoulders down. He got him.
Here's your winner.
Unbelievable.
Our pinfall, the MasterKlass, Brandon K.
He took a beating throughout this matchup. It took mere seconds. It was a matter of mere inches. But Brandon K has won the Ryse Grand Championship #1 contender tournament, and he will have a shot at the championship.
Yeah. And that speed and sneakiness, that's what got him that last pin right there. You saw him doing flippy stuff the whole time, and it just took that one move right there to finish it.